Hello everyone, I welcome you all to our channel Let's Learn Automation. From this session, we are going to start the object-oriented concept in Java. So we'll start from the class and object. So until now, in a previous session, we have covered the basic of Java, like uh, array, then control statement, then string program, and all the basic things we have covered, like variable, like those things. And from today we are going to start the object oriented concept, and here we'll take the very basic concept from that object oriented, that is class and object. So for that I will create a new package, class program, and here I will create one class. We will name it like program 1. So we already know that whenever we right click and create a class, so this is our class, like program1 is the name of the class and this is our class. Class is called as a collection of attribute and behavior. So basically class is a logical entity. So logical mean to say that so logical mean to say that which which exists in imagination, we can say that, which real in a real world that is not exist. So it's a logical thing, not a physical thing. But we have one more concept, and that is said to be a object. So object, it is an instance of class. So this is called as a instance of class, and this is what the physical entity. This is the physical entity. Now, what is meant by this physical and logical? So basically, class is a logical entity, so that doesn't exist actually, but object exists. That's why it is said to be a physical entity, because that exists, that we save onto some memory, or that exists on a computer somewhere. So that's why it is called as a physical entity. So if we try to understand this both the things in a general life, so we can say that, like, we have actor. So actors is a logical entity. Why it a logical entity? Because some kind of people who work in movies, or even series, or even serials, they are called as an actor. So this is what the logical entity means. So like, we don't have any person whose name is actor. Okay, we can have the person whose name is Harry Potter. We can have any person whose name is Ron Weasley. Like, these are the actual object, or we can say that these are the physical entity which are available in a real world. So for example, actor, we can say this as a class, and this actor class contain objects like Harry, then Ron, Dobby. So all these are called as objects. Okay, so this actor is a logical entity because this name is given commonly to everyone. So like Harry is actor, we can pass on, we can call Ron is actor, Dobby is actor, all these are actor. So that's why this is what logical entity. But Harry, Ron, Dobby, these are the real person, real world scenario, or real world people. So this is called as a object. So that's why object is a physical entity which exists. Class. This is what the class. So class is a logical thing, and as it is a logical thing, so it does not occupy any memory on our computer. Then it is the collection of variable and method. Means in class we can have the multiple variable and method, just like we have seen in a previous example. Like we try to access the information about the student. Even we try multiple operation on a string type of variable. So at that time we use the variable. So it is called as a collection of variable and method. Let's see the second one, that is object. So object is a physical entity, we know. Then it actually occupy the space in a memory. It is not like the class which does not have occupy any memory. Then it is called as an instance of class. So instance meant to say that it is the part of class. Okay, like Harry are the part of actor community. Ron is a part of actor community. Even Dobby is a part of actor community. In the same way, object is the part of class. So object is the instance of class. And we can have multiple objects and all are independent. Just like we can have the multiple actor, Harry, Ron, Dobby, and they all are independent. So like Harry is a independent leader of this series. Then Ron is a good friend of Harry. Then Dobby is also one of the friend of Harry. So everyone like objects are the independent one. It is also called as, or class is also called as blueprint. So what is blueprint? Like if someone is going to build a home. So for example, there are some areas where all the infrastructure or all the homes are commonly built. So for that infrastructure, we can say that for that area, there are some home which having the same structure. Like we can say that these are the three rooms. Then this is the area, and from here we can enter. Anyone can enter. So stairs, we can say that. So this is the structure of room. So this is the room number one, room number three, then four, then five. We can say that. So this is what the blueprint. Now after creating this blueprint will be commonly used for the many houses. So from this blueprint, we can create house one, house two, house 3, house 4, like 5, 6, and many more. So this is the blueprint. So blueprint is created only once, and from that blueprint we can construct the many houses. We can consider this is our class, okay? And as I said, this class contain the variable and method. So it contain variable and methods. So from this class, we can create the multiple objects, this one, and they are independent. So they are independent. So like for example, this is the class and we name it this class as an actor, and this can be, we can say that Harry, then Ron, and Dobby. So everyone is independent. Every object occupy their own copy of variable and method. So like Harry having their own variable and method. So in the variable and method we can say that Harry having its name, then age, then salary. So Harry, the name of Harry, the age of Harry, and the salary of Harry is different. So Harry is the name, then its age is, we can say that 25, then salary is we can say that 50,000. Okay, so this is all about the Harry. It is independent information about Harry. Then Ron is age of like 24, then its salary is 40,000. So this is the independent information about Harry. Even Dobby, we can say that for 25, and its salary is 30,000. So this is again the independent information about the Dobby. So this class is a blueprint which contain the variable and method, and from that class we can create the multiple object like first one, this one, two, and three, and this all the object contain their own copy of variable and method. Just like Harry have its own name, age, and salary, even for the Ron, even for the Dobby. So this is class. So until now we know how to create the class because we have created that class, like create a new class. So that we already know. But how to create the object? So for creating the object, we need to use the class name. So for example, here we have the class name like program one, and then from this program we can create the object. So To create the object, we use the new keyword. As we have seen in a string class, whenever we see in the string class, at that time there are two options to create the string variable. So the one is like normally, just like we create the another variable, we can create the string variable like string str equals to abc. So this is one way, and the other way is like string str1 equals to new, and here string, and we can give the value. So these are the two ways to create the string variable. The first way without new keyword, and the second way with the new keyword. So this is in the second way is called as a we are creating the object. If I need to create the object, so I need to create the object new program one is the object. This is the object of class, and this object needs to be stored into some variable. So for example, if I take a as a variable, and now this variable should be have some data type. So as this object is of type program1, okay, so this object is of type program1, so we can store this variable into the same type like program1. So that's why a is called as a variable, or we can say that a reference variable. A is called as variable or reference variable. Even whenever we need to store the integer value, so for example I need to store the 100, okay, and for storing the 100 I need to use the variable like num. Num is a variable. I cannot store 100 directly like this. So for storing, I need to use the data type to like integer. So in the same way, we have designed this. So whenever we need to create the object, new keyword had to use, and by using new keyword, I created the object first, then store into variable or reference variable, and that reference variable should have data type. So that data type will be of same type, that is the program one. So this is all about the theoretical part of object and class. In the next session, we'll see the actual program or implementation. Thank you.